The audio's recording, yes.
I'm good, I'll tell her that, Don. Are we ready, Mr.
Ray
Chairman?
Burt.
What's that?
He'll
What is there, a
tell
ball
me.
game on or something?
No, ma'am.
Right here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. I'd like to officially call to order the Madison County Planning Commission business session to order and ask our secretary to call roll, please.
You want to announce our new member
Yeah,
first?
I guess.
Oh, yes. introduce them.
I'd like to introduce Drew Alexander. He's our new planning commission member. Drew works at Central Bank. I'm not sure what he does. I guess gives money away, I guess.
Insurance.
Insurance, okay. But anyway, we'd all like to welcome you to the planning commission, Drew.
Yeah, welcome.
You'll fit right in with this group.
Chris Hager,
Here.
Drew Alexander,
Here.
Paula Bianchi, Robert Farmer,
Here.
Shannon Pennington,
Here.
Douglas Fritz, Alan Hatfield.
Here.
Okay, first order of business is approval of the minutes for August 21st, 2018. Everyone should receive a copy of the minutes in their packet. Is there any corrections or additions to the minutes as received? If not, a motion be in order to approve. Have a motion to approve, is there a second?
Second.
Have a motion approved and second. Any further discussion? If not, we'll have a vote.
Alan Hatfield,
Yes.
Shannon Pennington,
Yes.
Robert Farmer,
Yes.
Paula Bianchi,
Yes.
Drew Alexander,
Yes.
Chris Hager.
Yes.
Okay, next order of business, Shiloh Cove, they requested a year extension on our preliminary plat. Marty, you got anything to share about that
That's
subdivision?
something they do every year until we get it built out.
So say it's still active.
It's still active.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't recall how many lots, but there's several left in there. They have just recently completed 2 houses in the past 3 months, so they are moving. They're moving slow, but they're moving.
Right, okay. Okay, I'll open the floor for a motion then.
So moved.
Have a motion to extend it, 1-year extension of preliminary plat for Shiloh Cove. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Have a motion second. Any further discussion? If not, we'll have a vote.
Drew Alexander,
Yes.
Robert Farmer,
Yes.
Chris Hager,
Yes.
Alan Hatfield,
Yes.
Paula Bianchi, Shannon Pennington.
Yes.
Okay, you wanna?
Now, Mr. Chairman, now I see that the computer's coming up, so it looks like he's getting close, so when he walks back in,
We gonna wait just?
just pause a little bit until we can get
Okay.
this. I think it's more important to get this on the video.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that.
And Doc, for the record, there is no ball game tonight.
While we're waiting, I might bring up, our meeting is gonna be, have a conflict with the election on the 6th. So we have moved it to 5th. Doug Fritz has notified me that that is a city county banquet. So he has to attend that because he gives a presentation or something.
Right, so if anybody knows at this point, or if not, let us know. We can adjust that because we moved it up a day early because of the election.
So make sure we have.
So we
a
can
quorum.
readjust it. If that conflict-
You'll remind me of that, right?
If we, yes, we will.
Monday
Yes.
through
But if anybody else has a conflict with that, if they need to check their calendar or whatever, please let us know tomorrow, next day, and we can rearrange again if we need to.
Well, we'll be discussing multifamily housing.
Good question.
I asked about that,
Sure.
and they said it was only Burke who could decide what was on the agenda.
That's right.
You go,
I'm
Bert.
the gatekeeper.
I know you are, so I'm asking the gatekeeper.
3179.
So you
Is that
ready?
what we're talking about, like going up, the use of the multifamily housing we're talking about?
The thing I handed out to you in
Just
August.
talk about it in general.
Talk about it in general and see if
Right.
we can update the
Like fines,
regulations.
multifamily housing.
Coming to the
I
21st
think it needs to be
century.
done one way or the other.
I agree.
Okay, you ready to go on to zone? Okay. The next order of business is a zone change on 3179 Urban Road from RC 7 to RC 4. Is a proper notification been made?
Yes, certainly has been. All the letters been sent, signs been put
Okay.
up, advertising in the paper. Ms. Valerie Himes is here representing Mr. Jack Van Winkle.
Okay, Ms. Himes, please state your name and address for the record.
Well, good evening. I'm Valerie Himes.
I'm an attorney with Luxon, Patterson and Himes, and I represent the owner and the applicant, Van Winkle Real Estate Holdings LLC. And we have filed an application to rezone approximately 2.9 acres located at 3179 Irvin Road. And if you'll see the maps pulled up, it's right adjacent to Highway 52.
Will you have any testimony tonight
I'm going,
from Jack? Or?
well, if, I can call him if you need to.
Well, if he has testimony, we'll have to swear him in. Just make sure we have to swear him in.
Okay, I'll go through our application, and if you feel like you need to hear from him, then we'll have him sworn in.
Okay.
The subject property, you may well know, has been utilized as a bingo hall by prior owners, and then they built a new bingo hall adjacent, and it's most recently in time been used as retail. The property's currently zoned RC7, urban agricultural, and we are requesting a zone change to RC4 for general commercial. We feel like the zone change is in compliance with the comprehensive plan in that it is located in an area identified as the Rural Development Corridor, Highway 52 East, as defined in the Madison County Land Use Regulations. It's parallel to an important highway, as stated in the regulations, and it's situated in an area to be the focus of considerable development, according to your regulations. It's immediately adjacent to 52. It has adequate access and parking. It enables the property to be continued to be used as commercial property, and given its location and its size, it's better suited for commercial rather than agricultural, we feel. We feel like the current zone is inappropriate and the new requested zoning is appropriate since the property has already been utilized as commercial for years. It's only 2.9 acres. We don't feel like with the existing commercial building and the parking area there that it is even suitable for agricultural use. And we also feel like major changes of economic, physical, and social nature that was not anticipated in the comprehensive plan are there, in that there is nearby, and Bert has pulled up the zoning map. You can see, if they will zoom out a little bit, that there is some RC4 nearby and RC6 nearby as well. So for those reasons, we're requesting the zone change from RC7 to RC4.
Is this, there's two bingo halls there now, I think, if I remember right. Is this property encompass both those?
No, it does
So
not.
what's the access situation between those two properties?
There,
They share
the newer bingo hall has an access easement across this
Is
property.
that the one
On the right,
side?
yeah,
3183.
yeah. If you're going towards Irvin on the right.
And it's still gonna be zoned RC7, agricultural.
I believe that's its zoning, yeah.
It's a separate piece of property with a separate
So
owner.
It's a separate owner, yes,
So they're,
separate
they
piece
were
of
not
property.
conforming property, is that right?
They're pre-existing non-conforming.
Pre-existing.
Both of those properties right now would be pre-existing.
Do y'all know how long they've been and the bingo hall's been there for a long time? You know
How
how
long
long?
as I can.
Prior to the
Predates 2000.
Retail.
Planning and zoning.
Retail.
Y'all know what was used for before that? When they split that off, or was that what it was split off?
That was the bingo, and then they built the newer bingo.
Right.
And like she said, since then it's been used sporadically off and on as retail.
Mm-hmm.
The bingo hall.
So it's been retail.
74
Mhm.
bingo hall
So
was a
you're
bingo
really not
hall,
doing anything
but it
different.
also
It's
has
just
now like a
gonna
restaurant facility.
Retail is what the owner intends to do, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's been everything, now it's treasure trove or something
Yeah.
like that, it's always been commercial sitting on RC7.
It'd be nice to see the building look better.
I noticed on the application you had Northern Madison County Sewer District. Do you have access to municipal sewer?
Right now, it utilizes septic, but the owner intends on connecting
So
to
you
the
have
sewer.
access to
Well,
it?
yes, mm-hmm.
This would be really close to where the new residential development.
Right across the street, if you look, just see the RC1, the yellow. And they are on sewer, so that was.
And the
No,
sewer's on that side of the road.
Yes, right.
That is Dove Run or something like that.
What's that?
What is that, something like Dove Run, that new development? That's
Dove's
ci-
Landing, I
Dove
think is
Landing,
the
that's
name of
city,
it.
isn't it? That's city,
No,
No, it's
no,
us.
it's county.
No, y'all, we just did that zone
We
change.
just did that one, that's Dean.
Last
Oh, that's
year.
Denny, that's
RC
Denny,
Denny,
okay.
Denny.
Right,
Roger Thomas.
yeah, RCT.
Hmm.
Roger Thomas.
Oh.
Going back to fire flow. Is the fire flow there? I guess it is, since the subdivision went in, it's got to have a fire flow there.
Right, they would have had to have it there.
So they basically have all the utilities required.
Correct.
All the
Sewer,
infrastructure.
everything.
The parking lot on the property is actually shared by the property that you're stating and the bingo. We share that parking area. We, on my
You might wanna
property,
come
come
up,
up there if you
yeah.
want to speak.
Yeah, you gotta be,
It's all right.
gotta swear in.
Come on, state your name and address for the record, and I'll swear you in.
Jack Van Winkle, 641 North Street, Richmond.
Okay, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Jack.
You're asking about the parking.
Yeah.
On my property, I have an existing about 12 or 14 parking spots. But I plan maybe in the future, maybe adding some. But during the daytime, the owner of the bingo hall, the parking lot is empty. We kind of have a gentleman's agreement that I can use it if I need to. And because my hours would be, from 9 to 5, and his bingo starts after 5. So there'll never be a parking issue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Pam, would you mind staying up there near the microphone and ask some other questions for you? And, if you don't mind? I was gonna ask you,
I'm sorry.
are you planning on doing any site development or have a site development plan that you plan on submitting soon, or is it gonna stay?
I don't have anything in the near future. I do maybe maybe in the following year or two, I may add an additional building to the property. But I don't have anything as far as plans or anything at this time.
You said you might have some plans to add some parking.
Well, if I add another building, then I will add parking with it.
Does have you had any contact with the current owners or the owners of the property beside you for, any issues with that easement, that the two properties share, or any issues with the state highway department regarding that approach?
Well,
You know anything about it?
I own the property, and it's in the deed that he has a 50-foot easement.
Right.
He's got a deeded easement through my property.
That's not anything that would change if you did a
No,
site
of course not,
development?
no.
It also has a note in the application that says that should additional structures be planned, the owner will submit a site development plan prior to any construction. So it changes.
I would like to comment, this property also goes all the way back to Old Kentucky 52. So,
Yes.
yeah, so you've got some way in if you needed it.
Yeah.
So the PVA map or whatever map we have here is really inaccurate.
That's right.
Because
This
it's
plat
not
is
showing-
correct.
It's not showing 3183 as a separate plat. But it's
Right, it's not,
showing
it's not up to date.
It's in the back.
Track going all the way back.
Okay, any other questions or comments? or-
I want to kind of ask another question about
Yes.
the neighbor there, because who owns the property next to you that shares your easement?
It's Mr. Tipton, is that his name?
And he plans on, it's owned privately by a person or a company?
Well, he owned this property. I bought it from him.
Okay. Does he plan on continue using his property the way he's using it now?
Yes.
I wonder if the board would be interested or can somehow get a little concerned about properties kind of being developed at the same time. That seems like if he's going to continue using that property the same way, it might not be against his interest. It might be a good planning mechanism to consider bringing his property to an appropriate zoning.
Can we do that without him making a formal application, because
He
he
can,
may
but-
decide he wants to
Because
turn it back
the
into
notice-
resident?
The same notice would have to be given,
Yeah.
but yeah, the board can do that. So it's on here.
We can pursue that ourselves.
You can't
And
see
get
that.
rid of the
I might talk to him
non-conforming.
Go
about
talk to
it,
him and
just-
see if he'd be going to.
You have a kind of a sea of red coming on that side, and it wouldn't be anything that would delay Mr. Van Winkle. I was wondering if they were planning on kind of developing that area. Does his property go all the way to 3189? 3189? Is 3183, is there any intervening property owners in between there?
I'm not sure if his property goes all the way to the back or not. I'm not. I know there's a church back there behind him, so I'm not sure
That's
where
a
his
good
property
question.
goes.
I don't-
I think he backs up to a church. I think.
Yeah, I think that church is separate lot.
Yeah, I agree.
That's something we can approach that owner about if the board wants us to do that and see if he's got any interest in that. I do know there's a residence between the bingo hall and Meadowbrook Road.
Right.
So whether that person would want that, you know, might be an issue that we have to be talked about.
Okay,
To the east of you is US government property.
I joined the Army Depot property, yes.
okay.
He's not, the
Not
other
the
owner's
east,
not-
west of.
The other
The
owner's
west
not.
of it, yeah, west, I'm on the
But
west.
actually, west of it, on the same side of the road belongs to the depot also.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
little
that's
triangle.
That
right.
little
Triangle.
triangle. Is there not a building there? Because they were going to build a Veterans Benefit building on that little scrap. They never built it?
It's not there, or
They
nothing
did
there,
acquire
right?
the property. Still in demo property.
The other owner has contacted y'all at all about, any comments about this?
No, but I suspect if he knows that you're getting his own change and he thinks that's something he would need to do or have interest in doing, this might be a good time to do it.
I'd say it would.
We can reach out to
But
him.
he's not opposed to it anyway.
No.
No, he got notification and the sign's been up, like I say, he's not called, we haven't had any calls.
Had one person inquired, but didn't know what the letter meant, didn't know if he was supposed to come to court or not.
Well, it actually worked in his favor too. Check.
So the way it stands right now, if, he decides he wants to add on to his building, then he'd have to come in and get a
Yeah.
Same
zone
thing.
change. So
Yeah, 'cause he's not
Gives him
conforming.
some
Yeah.
options proper. Okay, any other questions? Mr. Van Winkle or Ms. Hines?
This may be a question for y'all. When did the new bingo parlor get built on RC7?
I wonder about that.
I did
The
too.
last 3 or 4 or 5 years.
I'm guessing, and this is pure speculation, and I hate to do it, but, because it at one time was all one continuous
Yeah, it was one.
piece of
big
property,
Yeah.
and they were grandfathered to pre-existing non-conforming then. It's possible that they let them build that new one under that non-conforming status. I don't know. 'Cause
No, I'd say you're right, Bert.
I don't remember when
It
it
shouldn't have been, but it was.
should have been, but that was pre-us, so.
But it's way less than 10 years, way less.
I was thinking it was more than 2
Uh,
years.
I was
It's
out
been
there,
we've been here 10 years now, and it was there
it was
then.
there then.
It's amazing how fast time goes.
I did a heat and air change out for that building, so I know it's been there. Back then, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from the commission?
Anything else you want to say?
Barry, do you have any
I
other
noticed in
testimony
this-
you wanna present for the board?
I do
I
not.
did notice in this deed that it talks about the Mount Laurel Imports LED, LTD. The date is 25th day of November 1998. So it was, okay, any other question, comment?
No, sir.
Ms. Hines?
I do
Okay,
not.
if not, then I'll open the floor for a motion.
I would move that we approve the change that for the following reasons. The existing zoning classification given to this property is inappropriate, and the proposed classification is appropriate because this property has been used as a commercial operation in excess of 20 years without objection. It is located on a major highway. It is unsuitable for agricultural uses, and it is basically almost in proximity to other commercial land.
Okay, have a motion approved. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Should we not make reference to 3183 as well? Or is that
don't-
something
I
that have to be
think
separate?
No, it's not an application.
No.
So we can't do it all at once?
It's a separate
No,
piece of
okay.
property. It's a separate piece of property.
So, okay.
Yeah,
Separate
we have to
owner.
advertise.
All right, so that's what Bert was saying earlier. Okay.
So the motion stands as stated and second. Any further discussion? If not, we'll have a vote.
Shannon Pennington,
Yes.
Paul Bianchi,
Yes.
Alan Hatfield,
Yes.
Chris Hager,
Yes.
Drew Alexander,
Yes.
Robert Farmer.
Yes. I know I missed the lift. Okay, it'll be our recommendation then to the fiscal court that they approve this zone change, and it'll go to what? First meeting in November? or-
No, we do have one next Tuesday,
Okay.
and I notified the judge that we were having one, so I'm assuming that it will probably be on this next court.
Okay, so it'll go to them twice
We'll be,
before
we
they're
get
approved.
our.
Paperwork, if all the
Orders
paperwork is
together.
in order. if
Paperwork
also-
and advertisements and all that that's got to go on with it.
Okay.
First possible meeting.
Okay. Okay, old business come before the commission,
That's all we got.
and I don't know if you were here, but we were talking about if anyone else was gonna go to that meeting on Monday, the city county banquet, to let you all know in case, make sure we have a quorum here.
Yeah, we don't wanna go to have a meeting or not have a quorum. The only thing, the reason that's not a huge deal is because it's a work session. If we don't have a quorum, you're not voting anyway, so,
All we're doing
you know,
hopefully
but
hopefully
if I'm
we're
gonna have two
discussing-
people here, there's not point in having a work session, so.
Yeah, well, they're gonna
Y'all
you
let me know, 'cause and we will have to, you know, get packets put up, made up and everything, and we will have to, because we're doing it on a different night, make sure the room's available, so. We're good for the Monday, if we end up having to change it, let us know ASAP so we can make those arrangements.
Okay.
You know if Doug won't be here. You might not be here.
I will be here.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
But, well, let's just hash it out. Does anybody else have a problem with that Monday before election day?
Doug's on,
I might be going on a trip. I haven't, it all depends on Becky's passport comes back.
When will you find that out, you think, the day before?
Hopefully we'll find out this week.
Well, even if we still had 5 of us, I think we could still do it. So if
Okay.
you're gonna be here and everybody else is good, we'll probably just leave it on Monday.
Okay.
And then we'll just miss you if you're not here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
okay, if there's no other business come before the commission, and motion be in order to adjourn.
So moved.
Alan Hatfield.
Yes.
Shannon Pennington.
Yes.
Robert Farmer.
Yes.
Paul Bianchi.
Yes.
Drew Alexander.
Yes.
Chris Hager.
Yes.
Before that meeting, you have to read and annotate.
You know,
it's funny.
cut off the tape.
And I did. So he said, if it's ready.
It looks good on that line.
It's 9:30.
Done downtown looks good.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
That is true.